What's going on, y'all? This is Keith Harris, the Forex trader. We are going over some questions as well as going to do some top-down analysis on a few pairs. What I will tell everybody is stick to one pair. Find a pair that you like and stick to one pair. And know when that pair is either in an uptrend, in a downtrend, or know when it is going sideways. Understand, you do not have to be in a whole bunch of pairs in order to make a lot of money in the market. You can be in one pair and just exploit that one pair whenever it is moving and make your pips and get out of the market. Now, this here chart that I have in front of me, does anyone have any questions about this? Does anyone have any questions about the candlesticks and what's happening? Everybody understands that this is an uptrend and it got up here and then it reversed and started a downtrend. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone confused about that? Any
No.
questions? Okay. So remember I said all trading is from support to resistance or resistance to support. Remember, a support area is beneath the candlesticks. Anything beneath the candlesticks is a support. Anything above the candlesticks is resistance. Think of yourself as the candle, right? Think of yourself as one of these candles. When you stand up, what is beneath you, supporting you? The floor, right? When you stand up, you're standing on the floor. And when you look up above you, what's resisting you? The ceiling. The ceiling is resisting you. So we have support below and we have resistance above us. Another word for these zones, when you see them, is supply and demand. The demand zone would also be what?
Support.
Support. The supply zone would be the what?
Ceiling.
Ceiling.
Resistance.
Right. So another word for here is supply zone. Right? And another word for here is the demand zone. Y'all get that? Demand is also the floor, right? Also known as support. Supply is also known as the ceiling, also known as resistance. Is there ever a time when the floor can become resistance? Can anyone answer that for me?
Yes. Say that again.
Yes.
Is there ever a time when the floor can become resistant?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there ever a time when resistance can become the floor?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. So what we do is we mark off support and we mark off resistance. Simply drop a horizontal line. If you have noise in your background, please mute yourself. And I like to catch it at the top of the bodies where the two bodies meet, not necessarily where the wicks are, right? Because wicks are where price went to and could not stay, right? So I'm concerned, where did price stay? What made price turn around and move? Whatever direction. I see a bunch of wicks to the area. I'm concerned. Right? Could be another area for me. See, look at all of this right here, all throughout here. I drop a line right here. Look, once, once, another time, other times. Here we go. And she took off, right? And she broke above this line right here, right? Up to where? The next level, right? And then she pulled back. She found a level here, right? She found a level here when she pulled back. And then she took off, breaking this previous line, right? She did a breakout, she retested, and then she came back and then she got above it, right? But then look what happened. She came up, found a new level right here. Then she turned around and played this level right here again, right? You see it right here. And then she broke out. She did a retest and she dropped. So if your alarm was set here, it would have alerted you. Then you would have looked for the retest to try to go back up in here and fail. And then you take the trade going in that direction, right? That's why you would have took that sell. Coming right back to this level right here, that was previous. You see it? It previously stopped it over here. It previously presented it to be a ceiling right here, right? It used it as a floor right here, right? Y'all getting this? It used it as a floor right here. And here it came right back down to this level. So you could have gotten a trade somewhere along in here and rode it all the way down and took your profit right at the next level, right? Yes, it is, Nisi. Yes, it is. So, any questions about that?
Hey, Keith, this is Lorraine. Do you do your markups on what time frame charts do you do your markups on?
So I teach you all to do top-down analysis. And in top-down analysis, you are starting at the monthly, which we're on right now. Then we go to the weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes,
Got it.
right? Does this look difficult what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen?
It
Even
does.
people who are new here, does this look difficult?
No.
Anyone?
No.
No.
Okay. So let me show you an easier way. Now we're on TradingView, right? TradingView.com for our markups and analysis, right? What you want to do is you want to come here to the candlesticks. These are price action candles. So you're going to see some red and some green, and they're going to be jumping up and down, and this could be playing with you emotionally, right? Well, let's make it real simple. Let's put the line chart on. And at that point, all we're looking is for the peaks and the valleys. You get it? All we're going to do is put the line on the top of the peaks and put the line at the bottom of the valleys. Right? Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody confused about that?
Nope.
Okay, so bear with me 1 second. Let me see here. Bring up some of my notes. In case anyone is new here that has not seen or does not have the legend. Because on each time frame, I want you to use a different color. So here are the legend colors. Ready? The monthly is purple. The weekly is light blue. The daily is pink. The H4 is green. The H1 is yellow. The M30 is red. And the M15 is orange. The market moves in three ways. The market moves up in an uptrend, down in a downtrend, and it also goes sideways, which we also call consolidation or accumulation. Right? The market, once again, moves up in an uptrend, it moves down in a downtrend, and it goes sideways in what we call consolidation or accumulation. Does everyone on the line have the legend colors? The monthly is purple. The weekly is light blue. The daily is pink. The H4 is green. The H1 is yellow. The M30 is red. The M15 is orange. Does everyone have that?
Yes.
Somebody talk back to me.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody confused about that?
Nope.
Okay, great. So we'll go back to over here. Everybody knows that we are on tradingview.com, right? And we're
Yep.
marking up, right?
Yes.
So for this to be the monthly time frame, what color should these lines be?
Purple.
Purple, right?
Right.
Purple. Okay. And I've had people ask me, well, once I'm done, my chart has a lot of lines on it. How do I fix the lines? Or how do I see stuff? Because it's real blurry or whatever the case is. Let me see if I have one that's marked up with a whole bunch of lines. Yeah. So as you can see, when I tighten it up, let me go to the monthly time frame. When I tighten it up, look how it looks, right? Stuff all over the place. So what I do is I come here, I hit the little circle. It takes me all the way to where price is currently. And if there's so many lines I can't see, I just open it up by this here. Does everyone see this here where price is, where all the numbers are on the right? I left click, hold it down, and I drag upward. And as I drag upward, can you start to see what's happening? And I hit the plus sign and then I drag the chart back, right? I just drag the chart back. Does everybody see that? See what I just did?
Yes.
Anybody lost? Why am I telling you to put so many different colors on here? Because trading is what? From what to what? From support to resistance or resistance to support, right?
Yes.
Level to level.
Yes.
And I want you to be able to tell with the colors what's actually happening. Where did it reach? This color, based on this color, what level is this?
That's the monthly.
That's a monthly.
You can spot it right away. Oh, something stopped this on the monthly. But look how far it shot up here, right? Look at that. Look how far that wick has gone. All the way up here. All the way up there. But it's settled right back down here. And this is the reason why you want to wait for a break and retest before taking a trade. If you would have jumped in all of this movement based on just trading on only this time frame with your analysis, You would have got in for a buy and it would have melted all the way back down here. There was no break of this line and a retest because look, right here, it tried it here, it tried it here. It came up, resisted in this area, tried it here, tried it here. Still no break and retest to tell you that it's going above this level. And then look at the next candle. Do you all see that? Look at what happened. If you would have jumped in a buy and it would have did this, say goodbye to your account, depending on your lot size. Does everyone understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone lost with what I just was saying or showing? No?
Nope, but you showed,
No.
Mhm.
but you showed me exactly why I lost some money.
Say again?
I said, nope, but you showed me exactly why I lost some money.
Yeah. Listen. Trading is about patience. That's all it is. It's patience, right? So anytime I see a peak like this, I want to put a line at that peak area, right? Why? Because something happened to turn that trade immediately around and start making it move the opposite direction. Right here. Here's another line. Where was I just at? Right here. Anybody tell me why I put a line right here? Right here. Can anyone tell me?
That's the floor where it dropped.
Right, but why did I put a line there?
Because market turned around at that point and went
Right.
back up.
Right. And it did this here. Where's my trade? Where's my trade?
Down below that line.
When it broke out below where it stopped at previously.
Okay.
When it
Which
broke
would
out
be below that line.
below this line, my trade was in this area. And if I would have gotten in that trade, because it did a breakout and a retest in order for it to drop, right? In most cases, right? So I would have gotten in somewhere down here and then look at the meltdown that happened. I would have gotten in a sell down here and then look at this, the melt. Do you all see that?
Yes.
Yes.
It went what? Breaking this zone right here, broke this zone, broke through this zone, did a short pullback and went all the way down to this one. Does everyone see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone confused about any of this? Yes, no?
No.
All right.
No.
Cool. How
It
many?
always makes sense when we're on.
Yeah. So what I tell you all is to watch the videos that I do over and over and over again. And then if you have questions or whatever the case is, get your questions together, send them to me. You all know how to reach me, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows how to reach me on here.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you ask me, I'll answer. Right. So definitely utilize that because most educators will not necessarily constantly answer you. Right. I'm different that way. You ask me a question, I'll answer you. If you send the homework and it's not correct, I'll tell you it's not correct, and I'll tell you to go back and look again.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You really want to excel in this? Definitely do the homework, do the chart markups, ask your questions. Definitely watch the videos. This is not something you're going to pick up in 2 minutes, 5 minutes. In order to be proficient, you have to constantly be on the charts, marking up and anticipating and looking for new zones of where it may stop and turn around. And turn around. Because whatever it does here in the present, you look back in the past, it has done it there before. So right here is at a level, and we look, this here played that level right here. This here, it broke, came back up right here, and used that level again. And now we're right back at that same level. That was all the way back over here. And what year was that? 2004. Would you all consider this to be a strong level? That if in 2004, it provided what? Resistance. Look what's happening all the way in the present in 2020,
Mhm.
right? We're back at that same level. This is why you want to do top-down analysis. This is why you want to see where it's been. What we're doing right now and how I'm talking about it, we're just back testing to see where the market has been, to determine where it might, not definitely, where it might either turn around or break through. Any questions? Anyone?
No,
No.
So y'all all getting this?
Yes.
so far.
Okay, cool. So let's switch gears. What's happening here?
It's an uptrend.
Uptrend.
Got an uptrend going.
Let me take away these. Let's go all over monthly. Whoever has that noise in the background sounds like a computer or something. Please mute your line. All right, so here we are on the monthly for Euro USD, right? You all still there? Did this thing disconnect?
No, we're
Still
Okay.
here.
All right, so here we are, Euro USD. So I guess you all can see what happened here.
Hit resistance.
Hit resistance. Whenever you see a bunch of wicks to the same area, something is putting the brakes on right here, and you have to recognize that. When you see that, what do? You recognize that. You respect that because it is respecting, respecting, respecting. And what you're going to do as it's respecting is what? You're going to wait for a breakout and retest before you take a trade, right?
Yes.
Because if you don't, you will be in a trade in a buy, and this thing will turn around and do this on you. What happened right here? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone?
Support.
There was
You
a
hit the
weakness there.
support.
It hit what?
It
Hit
was
support.
Support.
Yep.
Did a retest, or just a little bit of consolidation there, I should say.
Well, it never broke and closed below that line.
Gotcha.
So there was no breakout. So there will be no retest. It didn't break out. See, it went down here, but did not hold, and the body closed here. And the next one, and then the next one.
Gotcha.
Then it pulled back down here, and then she took off going up here. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
What happened right here? What happened here?
Hit resistance.
The resistance. Right? The resistance. What happened down along in this area?
Consolidation
You hit support.
His
or hit support. Yeah.
right? Now I'm looking over here, but look, it danced on that line over here too. This here went all the way up to what? 1998? So let's assume that this was a level right here in 98 in this general area. So I'm looking here and look, it danced on it right here, danced on it right here, used it as a support right here, and broke through right here to go down to this level. Do y'all see that?
Yes.
Anybody not see that? Right here, danced on it here, danced here, used it as a support here, breakout right here down to this next level. Does anybody see that? Breakout. And then we had another what? Break, retest, and then here she go. Retest again, and then she went up to this next level right here. So we had a break, and she retested but couldn't hold it. And she came back down here, and then she broke. She retested. Now she's trying to go where? Here. She's trying to go here. That's the next area, right? Next area.
Mhm.
Remember, trading is from what to what? And from what
Zone.
to what?
Zone to zone, support
Zone
to
to
resistance.
zone.
Right.
Support to resistance, resistance to support.
So it came down here, shot up here, did a what? What is this here? What is this considered? Another what?
Retest.
Resist.
Yes, she retested the same zone, the same line right here and pulled
Mhm.
off. She pulled back, found a new area of what right here?
Support.
Resistance or
Support.
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 And took off. Pulled back, went sideways for a little bit, and shot off again. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, we drop down to the weekly, then we see different levels of what?
Support and
Support
resistance.
and resistance.
Support and resistance, right? We seeing different levels. And we can also see it going sideways. It went sideways in here. It went sideways. Breakout, retest, shot off. Up to where? This next level, right? And she broke through that. And then she danced on it, right? Using it as a what?
Support.
Support.
Pull back down to it. Tried this to hold down in here, but couldn't, right? Retested this area right here and took off going to what? The next
The
level.
resistance. Yep.
Yeah. I hope y'all getting this. So it got stopped right here, right? And pulled back down, right back down to the same level. She tried, but couldn't maintain it, right? Retested that line again and then took off up to here. Then she went sideways a little bit, right? So what happens when she goes sideways? She went sideways in here. We wait for the break. She retested, came back down in here, and here she clearly went up, pulled back up to this zone area, right? Then when she got over here again, she broke out, retested, and took off again, right? Y'all see this?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Y'all following along? Am I
Yes.
losing anybody that's on the line? Please, because if I'm losing you, say something to me.
Hey Keith, when like your bottom line down there where it went to
Here?
the floor and the beneath the floor is a breakout, or is it?
Are you talking about here?
Yes.
So it went beneath the floor, right?
Mhm.
It found what here? What did it find?
Support.
Right. So it found a level of support and then couldn't go below it, right? Couldn't go below it. Couldn't go below it. It's probably in the same zone. Could not go below that, right? And then it broke above this, came back, retested, and then shot off. Then pulled back to retest this line again and shot off, right?
I'm guessing other traders have similar lines that, that I'm just wondering
What's your
why
what's your
those the support and resistance lines.
what yeah, tell me your question though. I don't understand your question.
Do other traders use similar lines?
I
I
don't know
guess
what other traders do. No two people trade the same. I don't know what other traders do. I can't tell you that. I can tell you what I do.
I'm just saying it for those trades that happen like that. I'm guessing other people.
Like I said, I don't know what other traders do. I can just tell you what I do.
Because this is your method that you're teaching us, and they may have another method.
Right. Like I can't speak for other traders because there's more than one way to skin a cat. Right? It's more than one way to trade, right? Some people strictly trade breakouts. Some people look for it to come up to whatever level and do something and they look for a different candlestick pattern. They look for like a head and shoulders or a reverse head and shoulder.
Some people just trade.
They look for double tops, some people just trade off of pullbacks or whatever the case is. Some people just scalp. There are many, many, many different ways to trade.
Keith, I haven't really got it in my head as far as the breakout. The breakout is when it's going up from the floor
It could be up or down.
or down. Okay.
Yes.
It's just breaking through
Breaking is breaking a level, either the floor that was previous or the resistance that this is the breakout. You see how this level here is stop the trade here. It's sort of in between here. This here violation of this line right here is the breakout.
Okay, got you. I thought it was only going down direction. It could
It's
be
either
either
way
direction.
that it violates that area.
Okay.
Either way. If it violates that area, that's it. And then now you're waiting for confirmation of the violation. That is continuing to go to whatever direction, either up or down. See, all of this right here in this strong uptrend here would have made the average person say, hey, this thing is getting ready to, continue buying. And then what happens if you buy right here? And then it does this.
You lose.
Right. Most people lose in trading because they buy too close to an area and don't realize that it's an area. Right? You want to buy from an area of support. You want to sell or look for a sell from an area of resistance. Right?
What did you say about it? The candle closing above or below that zone, or not closing?
What zone? Which point to it?
Anytime it hits
Tell me where you at, so I can point to it. Tell me where you're at on the chart.
well,
Just
basically
asking a general question.
anywhere. Yeah, just a general.
Okay, what's
Any
your question?
support or resistance area.
What's your question?
You had mentioned when it doesn't close below the zone. Yeah, that's how you know if it's a retest.
No, when it does not go above the zone, right? So first you're going to have a zone. Then you're going to have a closure above the zone. Or if it's going down, you'll have a closure below the zone. So let me open this up. Hold on one second. So we have a zone right here, right? It broke above, it retested and shot off, going to the next what zone? Where it could not get through, right? And then it came back down here and did what? Retested, right? It dipped its toe in there and could not. Then it finally broke below. But then this is where you all need to read your candlestick Bible that I put in the Telegram. It could not hold down here. Why it could not hold? What made me think that? Because when I see a wick, that is a sign of weakness to the trend that was previous. The trend is down. It got here and did this. This is a sign of weakness that that trend is about over, at least for here, right? Because if you sell just because it came down here and you see this candle, well, this is not a hard body selling candle. And if you are looking at the candlestick Bible, this here is beginning of it going up in an uptrend. That is a specific candle pattern. I would encourage you all to go and look in your.
That's a dragonfly doji, right?
Yeah. I would encourage everybody to go and look. Right, if you're going to start learning candlesticks, and then it came back up to here. Right, found a level right here. So if I draw a line right here at the top of that, what also stopped? It stopped it right here, right? And it came back up here, hit this line again, and could not break and close above with the body of the candle over here at all. And here's the meltdown, right? Down to this level. You could have gotten this trade here and came down to here and took your profit and let it go sideways until it shows you again that it's ready to continue breaking this level right here. Breakout, retest. It failed to stay up here because the body of it closed down here. Retested it again. You could have taken your trade somewhere down in this area down to the next level. It got here. Look at that. Found a level here. Sometimes it takes a while for it to retest. It retested this line again and dropped down here again. Does everyone see this?
So Keith, you sell on the floor, you buy at the ceiling.
No. So what you just said is you would buy from up here, and no, you said you said you would buy from up here and sell from at this point. No.
Right.
If you bought right here, you would lose your money. But you are waiting for what? Confirmation of a breakout retest. I can't tell you how many times I have to say that to you all, because you want to know if you're at a ceiling that is holding. That was one of the questions, right? One of the questions said, look, do you just get in the trade, or do you wait for to see if it's going to hold at that level? You see how it held these candlesticks and it came back and it held these candlesticks from going up here?
Okay.
If it holds at that level, then it's not breaking through. You still, in order to take a buy, it would have to break out, close with the body of the candle above this, and then retest this line to see if it was going to come back down in this area. And if it doesn't, then it will go that way.
Keith, I have a question.
Yes.
So, can you repeat what you said? You know, when you just said about most people lose in trading because they buy from an area, like when it's hitting support or resistance zone.
Right. So you must always wait for this is the safest way, right? This is not what everybody does. Right? You wait for the breakout retest because this was in a uptrend, right? Uptrend. If you decided, oh, I'm gonna buy right here, and look at this, what happened? There's no breakout above this line, right? There's no breakout and retest, and then it did this to you.
Okay.
So you would have been thinking it was going up here, and it did all this to you because you did not wait for confirmation of a breakout retest.
Thanks, Keith.
No problem. Does anybody else have any questions about this?
I wanted to ask the question, but I think you have to widen it out again, because like what I'm wondering, like, say for instance, if you're in a trade, okay, this is an example right here, starting around 23 June 2000, somewhere up in there. Now, like, say for instance, you're in this buy, starting, you're in this buy, but these candles look like exhaustion. They're blue. You only have one red there. They're blue, but they're different sizes. Okay, are you still gaining pips if you're in that trade?
If you're buying, look, it's going up. Yes.
Yeah, if you're buying, yeah. I'm just saying, does the size of the candle, when it gets like exhausted, are you still getting?
It depends on your
okay.
If you entered from down here and you entered in a buy and the trade is up here, are you in positive pips? Absolutely.
Okay. I was just wondering because, I mean, it didn't, the candles just look funny.
It depends. Remember, it depends on when you get into the trade at.
Yeah, right. I'm saying
if you bought right here, you're going to be in until it gets above here, right?
Yeah.
So you have paid the broker's spread, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a bid and an ask.
Yeah, right.
And in between that, there is the spread, and the spread goes to the broker. So the minute you hit buy or sell, the broker already gets their money up front.
Right.
So
I got that.
9 times out of 10, when you enter a trade, you're going to see red numbers because of your spread that you got to pay to the broker. And then when your trade gets enough for you to have satisfied the spread to the broker, and the brokers can change the spreads, right?
Right.
When it has gotten up above enough in profit, then you'll start to profit. But you pay the broker first. So it's all, your question is based on where your entry was. If your entry was down here for the buy and the trade got up here and did a pullback slightly, you're still in profit.
Okay. Okay. That's really what I was asking.
It's all entry.
Okay. Okay.
All entry.
You just have to like be a little bit concerned when you see the red, but you have to trust that you're going in the right direction.
It's not about being concerned. It's about, have you done your chart markups? Have you anticipated? Are you watching to see what's happening? Right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Are you watching to see what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And trade with your pip goal in mind. And when you get there, get out.
Okay.
That's it. The young lady that just asked about breakouts. This is a breakout, right? And then it tried to come back in here. It retested. It kept retesting. It tried to hold down here, but then look what happened. So this is why you want to wait for the breakout and the retest. Then you want to see what it's going to do. And then your entry could have been somewhere in the middle of this candle right here, going up to here, taking your profits. And at this large time frame, that is 550 pips.
Oh my gosh.
That's because this is the
Wow.
weekly time frame. Now,
Mhm.
when we get down to the smaller time frames, it's the daily. You see how it looks different,
Mhm.
right? We have new floors and new ceilings, right? New floors, new ceilings. And for those who are getting on the other training, definitely feel free to hop off here. So it broke above this line, retested, failed to stay under here, and then took off, right?
Oh,
Are you all seeing that?
yes.
Yep.
Breakout retest is important because it was going up here, it hit here. And if you would have bought without waiting for the confirmation, look what happened to you. So you buy thinking that it's going this way, and look what happened to you. Took your lunch,
It's like football.
took it. That was a robbery right here. And you only got robbed because you didn't wait for the breakout retest. That's why you got stuck up right there. That's the stick up right there. Y'all get it?
Yep.
Yes.
Y'all down to the full hour. This thing is slowing down. There's a lag.
Keith, I was trying to do the Trading View alert setup,
Yeah,
and I did it once, but then it seemed like I couldn't do it more than once. Do I have to pay for the service in order to be able to get more than one alert set up? Is that what it's
yep,
saying?
that is correct. It came up to here. You are correct. You the free account only lets you do one. You wanted the paid account, feel free to use the to pay for that, and then you can set multiple um alerts on Trading View. Look at that.
To
Oh,
mark
sorry about
up,
that.
to be able to mark up your monthly, weekly, daily, to save each, I guess, each chart, you have to pay for it too, right?
No, not on Trading View. So Trading View, whatever you mark up on Trading View stays, right? Whatever you mark up on Trading View stays. But when you're on your broker account, it doesn't stay. The chart's moving, right? As the chart moves, the rest of it may not be there, right? Unless you go up on higher time frames and then pull back. You got to really, you know, know what you're doing. Otherwise, it will go away. Let's see here. Does anybody see right here what happened here?
Here, resistance.
Yeah, it hit resistance. And look, it stayed in between here. And then we had a breakout, we had a retest, and we took off. Do you see that?
Yes.
We
Yes.
stayed in here, right? Then we had a breakout on this candle right here. Well, it tried right here. This one here, this green one right here, actually closed above it, right? Then it
Right.
retested to try to come back, bring the trade down in here. Couldn't. It retested again. Then we have the pattern that I talked about, and then she pulled up. And here we go. So as it was doing all of this, you could have done what? Dropped you another one right here and just wait for the breakout retest of that, and then you could have gotten the trade gone. Get to your pip goal, get out of the market. Right? Trading is about discipline. Stopped it right here. Bing.
So Keith, can I ask you a question?
Hold up. Yes.
All right. So down here where you just marked, I guess that's like December 28th. And say for instance, you came in, I guess at 4 o'clock on the 28th. So it's on an uptrend. When do you realize that maybe you should stop or pull back when it's on an uptrend? Like it's on an uptrend, but how do you know when to say, okay, I think it's going to go down?
You tell me.
I think it's because that's where it hits resistance, and maybe that's where you can.
Right. So when you get to another resistance area, you want to think about, hey, I need to collect what I need and get out of here, because the trade could turn back around on me. And then if it comes back to the area where it stopped, again, I want to make sure it does a breakout retest and see what else is happening. So this is about constantly finding out what's going on. Right? That's all this is. Let's find out what's going on. Making your analysis, checking your analysis. It got up to here. Didn't go any further in this area. There was no break and retest. She stayed down in here. What happened here? She found religion.
Consolidation.
Yeah, she found religion too, right there. She found religion right there, and then she took off, coming up to here. Right?
Right.
That's it. When it's doing all this, should we be buying and selling?
No.
No.
Consolidating, we need to wait for the breakout. I mean, you can. Let me say that. You can. But you better know what you're doing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on the time frame you're trading on. You just need to know what you're doing. Look at this. Look at the meltdown. It came over here and melted. Did it not?
Yep. Yes, it did.
Then she decided to do what? Go to the side.
Side.
Consolidate.
She went to the side. She started going to the side. She had a break and a close, but the retest put it back down in here. It didn't retest and go this way. It retested this line and brought it right back down in this area where it was consolidating over here. Then she hard body. She left hard body, consolidated a little bit, and then took off again. Any questions? Are y'all understanding why top-down analysis is important?
Yes.
Yes.
Because if you don't know what's stopping it on a higher time frame, you'll get in and hit buy right at a level that has stopped it on the monthly or the weekly or the daily. And it has put the brakes on all of that. And you'll start buying from here. And then the joint will do this. You all are going to become whatever kind of traders you like. But a safe way is wait for the breakout retest. Are you going to miss some pips and this and that and the other when it breaks and just goes? Yeah. But I'm just trying to teach y'all a little safety net. Let it break and retest first. That's just the safest way. So I'm not going to make this video as long as the other one. So let's get to some questions. Anybody with any questions, concerns?
You had us download the MT4 trading platform. Are we supposed to like practice on the demo or is that a different?
Yeah, you can practice on your demo. Yes.
I didn't know if that was going to be a different training or
No,
like the next step or something.
you can practice on the demo. I'll put a video in there on how to place a trade. But yeah, that's what your demo is for. Demonstration, right? For you to go in there and then practice making trades. But I'll put a video in the group about that. Yes. Any other additional questions? Does everybody have their did everybody go to Hugo's Way that does not have a broker already? And did you download the Hugo's Way MT4? Anyone has not done that as of yet?
I'm trying to think. I know I did the Hugo's Way, but I'm trying to think if I did the MT4. I don't know.
Yeah. See, so let me take you here. Hugo's.
Forms do you want us to have, Keith? Because I noticed you got Trading View, you got Hugo's Way.
Trading View is for you to mark up. Hugo's Way is a broker for you to place trades from.
Okay, because I got Vide Forex.
That's you have what?
What is it? Vide Forex? Forex? Whatever.
Vidi Forex. That is for binary. I don't know if they trade.
Okay,
I
got
don't know
you.
if they trade Forex.
Got you.
Right. So what I tell everybody is now you can go to if you have a broker already, you can use whatever broker as long as they trade Forex. You can do that. So
Gotcha.
I gave everybody Hugo's Way. As soon as you get there, if you have a PC, you can hit this download. If you have a Mac, and I don't use Mac, but if you have a Mac, I think it's down at the bottom. Yeah, right here for Macintosh, Apple.
All right.
All right. But there are many different brokers. They all don't work the same. Some give different spreads. Like, see this here, the max leverage they give you is 500. Y'all see that 1 to 500? I would get the top level. I would pick 500.
What does that mean?
Okay, so I'm gonna allow you to go and look and read and find out about that. But this is the leverage that the broker will give you, right? It allows you to trade with more money than what you actually have in your account.
Oh, okay.
Higher levels of risk management without necessarily blowing your account. But you need to know what you're doing, right?
Because then you can still end up owing them.
Well, depends on what what you're getting into. Depends on how far it goes. Like they will stop you out of a trade, right?
It's a
But
similar
you
to
may have gone
to
too far.
margin.
Hold the broker a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But they're not gonna let you end up like, let's say if you have an account with 5,000 in it, they ain't gonna let you end up owing them 20,000. They would have been stopped the trade, you know.
Right.
But definitely that's what the demo is for, right?
Now, what is the MT for?
It's called Meta Trader 4, MT4, Meta Trader 4. That is this, what you were looking at me doing this markup on.
So you do the markup on that as well as the
You
trading
can
view?
mark up on here, but it's not gonna stay. I was just doing this for demonstration purposes.
So what's the purpose of it?
To show you. What's the purpose of what? This
The
here?
MT4.
You can't place the buy or sell and make money if you don't have one.
Oh, okay.
This is where you make the money from. Buy or sell, and it's just that fast. You either buying or you selling.
Oh, I got you. So the trading view is only for your alarms, your top down.
It's for you to mark up.
For you to mark up, right?
That's it.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I would make the analogy that like the trading view is a grocery list. If you was going to the store and you was making a plan to shop, you would go to trading view to make your marks, decide what you're going to buy. But
Right.
you have to have the other one to actually purchases. That's the actual market.
Right. Okay. I got it. Yep. Thanks both of you.
Absolutely.
Good analogy.
Anyone else with any questions or concerns? Anyone having problems with the homework?
So Keith, so you said to start your the Hugo's Way to put at least 200 in the.
Yes. In
Okay.
your broker account, yes.
Is that supposed to just be in USD, or you can fund it in Bitcoin? Like, how are you supposed to fund
Okay,
it?
when you do fund it in Bitcoin, it's going to equate to a USD value.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Some brokers will allow you to do a debit card transaction straight to them.
Yeah, because when I was setting mine up, it said to do it with a debit, and then there's no charge.
I mean, that's up to whatever that broker is. Different brokers have different rules.
That's on Hugo.
Well, different brokers have different rules, or whatever the case is. I personally have 9 brokers.
Oh, okay.
For various different reasons. But I've been trading a long time.
I was gonna say you're a big guy.
Hey Keith, do you have to set?
I'm losing weight. Cut that out. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm sensitive, man.
No pun intended. You actually look like my nephew. I could send you a picture. Y'all might be related.
All right. Who
Keith,
else has a question? Yes.
I do. Do you have to set the lot size before you start trading?
Absolutely.
And then where do you go to do that?
Right here. So
Okay, show it again. I don't see it.
Right here. Are you looking?
Okay, I see. Okay.
Right here, and then I would change whatever the lot size is. Now, this says 0.14. How much is that moving? That looks like 14 cents. How much is it really moving at?
$1.
Is that 140?
No.
$1.40?
How much?
$1.40.
14.
No.
$1.
Give me the right answer.
Micro pips, right?
I can't hear you.
Somebody give me the right answer.
Oh Lord, I need
$1.40.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever number you see with your eyes is 10 times as much. The real easy way is just move the decimal point over.
Okay.
Y'all got that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
So for every pip it moves, you would gain what? $1.40 for every pip it moves. So if it moved 10 pips, how much money have you made?
$140.
What? $1.40 times 10 is what?
We need our calculators.
It's
$14.
It's roughly $14.
How you get 104? I need you to pay me. It's moving. It's your lot size times how many pips it has done, right? Let's see. From here, let's calculate from here to here. It did 21 pips. So 21 times this $1.40 is how much?
Where did you see 21?
Okay, so when I click here,
Roughly $38.
and I come here and I pull it up to here, you see the second set of numbers, not the 9. You see the 21.
Yes.
216. You always drop off the last number, which is the pipette, and you only deal with the first 2 numbers, or 3 numbers, or 4 numbers. But the last number that's in there, you drop off, which is considered to be the pipette. So this moved 21 pips. So
Roughly $30. Roughly
Yeah.
$30.
How much?
$29.40.
She on a computer.
Yeah,
I mean, she on a calculator.
I'm on my phone.
But you're right.
Yeah,
So you're
$29.40.
Right.
So your lot size is what you put in?
Right there.
So if you start at $200, that's your lot size.
No.
No.
That's your account.
That's what's in your account. Your lot size is right here.
And what does the lot size mean? I'm sorry.
Okay. So how much are you risking to go
out of your
ever
account?
how far in pips?
So you can change that if you want to, or is that a standard?
Yes. Yes.
You're saying yes, you can change it, or you're saying that's a standard?
No. Yes, you can change the lot size.
So your lot size. Okay, I'm kind of confused.
I don't like betting on blackjack.
It's not better. If you have a gambling mentality, this is not for you. You will lose your money. There's no question. So it's your lot size times how many pips determines how much money you've made.
So your lot size
in this 21 pips,
right
here, somebody's gonna make $29. And if somebody put in, let's say somebody give me $1 lot size right here and tell me how much this is.
Okay, say $5.
So $5, what would look like $5 right here will be moving at how much? Somebody tell me.
21.
What?
At 21?
How much is it moving per pip? I didn't ask you about how many pips it is. We
Oh.
already know that. How much is it moving per pip if you have $50 over here? If it's at 50 over here. No, you said 5.
5, right.
Yeah, so if it's at 5, what is it moving at per pip? How much money are you getting per pip?
$50.
$50. So do $50 times 21, which is what? Somebody tell me.
That's $100.
No, that's not $100.
Oh, you
Like
said
1,000.
50 times 20?
21.
Okay, 50 times 21.
It's 1,050.
1,050.
I had it, but I didn't want to say it. I was gonna say, I must be wrong.
So do you understand that same 21 pips that paid somebody $14 paid another person $1,000 and some dollars because
But
their
I'm not,
lot size was higher?
but I'm not understanding. So how do you determine your lot size? That's what I'm trying to understand.
So you should only be trading anywhere from 2 to 3% of what is ever in your account.
2 to 3% of what's in your account.
Yes. Proper risk management. But that's a whole different class.
Mm.
Will we be going over proper risk management before the 4th?
Probably not. I'm not going to do a whole class on it.
There's videos on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff on risk management or whatever the case is. But what I am going to tell you is I am going to give you the lot size that you should be entering.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, hey, you're going to use this lot size for this trade. Right? Sort of like holding everybody's hand.
Right. And that's a good thing. Keep my hand in yours until to the training wheels come.
He's gonna be holding a lot of hands.
So understand, you're not going to win every trade. No trader wins every trade.
Right. Right.
So you never become emotionally attached to a trade.
Right. Just getting our feet wet.
No, regardless, you never become emotionally attached to a trade.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I was just saying we're getting our feet wet, so to speak. So don't, at this point, definitely don't even try.
Ever.
Ever.
That's why I said no, ever. No. You never become emotionally attached to a trade. You must learn when you are in the wrong direction of a trade.
Yes.
And you must cut your losses early rather than stay in them and let them drain your account down.
Gotcha.
And you must exploit when you are in a trade that is going in your direction.
Okay.
So, any other additional questions?
I'm having trouble doing the homework because when I mark up from the monthly to the 15-minute, I guess I try to save it and then pull up another chart and do it. But in TradingView, that's why I was asking, do you have to pay? Because it only allows me to do one chart.
No, you can do many different charts on TradingView. All you got to do is change the pair. That's all you got to do is change the pair. And when you change it back, it will still be sitting there, what you last did.
Oh, okay. Okay. So just mark it up from the monthly down to the 15, and it stays. And then I can put in another pair and I don't have to fear that it's going to start me all over again with a blank chart.
It is going to start you all over again with a blank chart, but for a different pair.
Okay. Okay.
See, so when I type in this one, if I've done any markups on it, the markups will be there. If I haven't done any markups, then they won't be there on that chart. But then when I switch to a chart or to a pair that I have done markups on previously, all of my markups populate right back there.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? Are y'all getting benefits out of this? Me doing these trainings?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I just was getting overwhelmed. Keith, this is Sandra. I had asked you about because I had been doing everything pretty much looking at our Telegram, and I kind of get overwhelmed with a whole lot of undated information in one small place on my phone. So that's why I was asking you, how can I upload it on the computer? And I had went on my computer and tried to, but I didn't know what I was really doing. So I'll try to follow your lead with that
Type on
information.
Telegram. All you gotta do is go to Google, type Telegram, message.
Right. Yeah, because I know all of us have different methods of learning, and when I see so much clutter, it
Click on-
clutters my brain.
Okay, so you got to treat this like eating an elephant, one piece at a time.
Okay. I've
Right?
never ate elephant though.
If you go step by step,
It's a lot of elephant too.
if you go step
One
by
piece
step,
at a time,
if you go step by
you're
step,
gonna be there for a while.
yeah,
That's
if you go step by step, as
Right.
I have laid it out, and you will
Because
have.
I almost shut down, but I am a determined person to learn, and I want to learn. So that's why. Just bear with me with my questions that I ask you.
Oh, I answer everybody's questions. There's no
And
question.
you do, and you do, you do.
Right. So you just go click here.
Okay.
You know, and then it's gonna ask you, for your phone number. And
Right. I clicked there, but it didn't ask me for my phone number. I clicked the same icon and everything, and it didn't ask me for my phone number.
As you go through to load it on your computer, once you load it on the computer, then it will come up to a point where it will ask you for your phone number. And when you put your phone number in, it's going to automatically send a message to your phone.
Okay.
Right. And with a code. And then you got to come back and put that code right into where it asks you for your phone number.
Gotcha.
And then when you do that, then all of your telegrams that you're in on your phone will populate on your computer.
Sweet. Yeah, because I was trying to put your information like Harris, Keith, the Forex train.
Oh, no, that's not
no wonder I wasn't getting there, but
Yeah.
I understand it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else with any other additional questions?
I have one. Do you have any tips for the beginners on how to develop a good trading plan?
Any tips on how to develop a good trading plan?
Good question.
You could look at previous trading plans, but
Keith, can I piggyback on that? Wouldn't you want to, say for instance, especially when you're new, you probably want to sit down and say, okay, based on the pair that I'm gonna trade, how often you're gonna trade per week, and kind of set up an amount that you're gonna strive to, especially when, starting out. So say for instance, if you're gonna trade this week, then maybe my goal is to earn $25. So you probably will want to set a limit, or $10, or whatever you're comfortable with doing. And the more proficient you get at it, then of course the higher you're going to increase your limit. Another trading plan is you want to know how often are you going to trade. Like, am I going to do it every evening between 7 and 9? And you have to study your pair to know how your pair is going to move. So how often will you trade? What time of day will you be trading? What's the amount of money that you're setting out to earn per week? Those are some of the, just off the top of my head, that I can think of some ways to at least start a trading plan. Now, there are some other, detailed information that you can definitely add to that, but just beginning so that you don't become overwhelmed. That's very basic. Keith, feel free. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but feel free to add to that, or take
what I will say to that is, don't start with a dollar amount. Start with a pip and stay with a pip amount, right? Because once you make your pips, get out of the market, right? But that comes later on. But you want to start to develop a trading plan, but you can't develop a trading plan until you really have what? A pair that you like to trade. So everything revolves around your pair that you like to trade. Even the time that you're going to trade it, because all pairs do not move during all sessions. Sometimes they sit there and just don't move because it's not during their session. And then sometimes they will move based on news. So you got to know your pair. So that you got to study your pair first. You got to figure out what pair you like first. Then you got to figure out how does it move. That's how you start with your trading plan. You figure your pair out. Don't try to trade everything under the sun because they all move different. Like
Okay.
AU is a slower moving pair than GJ.
Right. AU was one of the pairs as a beginner, I started out on AU because then I could really see how the market moved and I could study it. It allowed me time to study with AU. And then I moved up to GJ and all that kind of stuff. That was just my own personal experience, but like he said, everyone is going to have something different, a different experience with, because everybody studies a different pair. Like a lot of people use UJ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
So me personally, I like faster moving pairs. That's just my preference. But with a faster moving pair, you got to be prepared for when it really starts moving fast. You got to know when to get in and know when to get out.
So that's just being competitive, your competitive side.
No.
No.
I just like faster moving pairs that pay me more in pips.
Oh, okay.
You got to be able to handle that.
So that's a place that we have to get to.
Yep. I just like faster moving pips. That's just me. Faster moving pairs.
We might like it too, but we gotta start out slow.
No, look, if you cannot handle a 40 or 50 pip pullback, don't mess with, something fast.
Right.
40, 50, 60 pip pullback. Don't mess with something that's moving fast.
Right.
If you can't handle that. Because the same way we calculated the amount of pips for 21, imagine if you had that $5 lot size, what she was talking about, and it was moving at $50 a pip, and it pulled back 60 pips. That's $50 times 60 pips. Yeah. Yeah. Can you take it? Can you handle it? You know what I'm saying? So if you can't handle it, then you need to move with something that's moving slower. And when I say handle it, I mean mentally handle it.
Right.
If you can't mentally handle that, then don't trade that. Because at a $5 standard, right, which is moving at $50 per pip, and if it pulled back 60 pips, that's $3,000 your account sitting negative. Can you handle it?
No.
Exactly. So if you can't handle that, then
talking about a sleepless night.
Don't do it. Don't
what pairs are moving
that's when your level of patience and your what would I say? You're gonna keep your heart medicine right beside you.
Yeah, because you would get heart sick.
You're gonna keep your heart medicine right beside you, because if you got in for a buy along here and it did this to you, could you at $50 per pip, could you take it?
Mm-mm.
And then it came back here and did this and brought you into profit. But could you take this?
No.
Or would you get down here and close the trade out only 5 or 10 minutes later to see it do this?
Yeah.
You would be hot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I'm kind of new to.
huh? I didn't hear two people.
I was just gonna say, can I add something?
Yes.
But I think it also like it takes a moment of just doing work within yourself around how you look at money. Because I'm new to Forex trading, but I've been trading stocks for a long time. And sometimes if you look at it like it's just money, which I know is hard for people, but the more you're comfortable with money being a tool and saying it's just money, you could take bigger losses. Now, I honestly say I've been aggressive since I ever first started investing. I remember people used to say to me like, can you afford to do this? Are you sure you're going to do this? But if you think about things that we spend money on, cars, vacations, et cetera, and you could spend that money, that same money, you get a larger return if your mindset is of the fact that I could spend this money anyway. I could spend 3,000 on a vacation and it'll still be gone. And what I have pictures, nice memory.
Yep.
So it also, if you do a little thinking like that, sometimes it help you weigh that because when the money's gone, everybody loves vacation, but at the end of the day, when you come home, you got pictures. That's it. It's a memory. So if you think about other purchases that you make because you want or you enjoy it that has same ticket value, and then you recognize that you're doing it, like you said, on the hopes that it will come back up or with the strong belief that it will come back up, then you can weather better that way. At least that's how I've done it in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't get in over your head.
Mm-hmm. There was a gentleman that had a question or something. That was
Yeah, I was just saying I'm new to futures. Is there a way?
New
I
to
mean, I
what?
know
You're
I'm new to futures
Yeah, this ain't futures.
or Forex. Sorry, I'm.
That's why I was like, what?
I know it started with an F. That tells you how new I am. But I was just wondering. I mean, you're talking about rises and falls. Is there a way? I mean, I know I've done stock market. Is there a way to limit or stop a trade?
Yes, it's called a stop loss.
Okay.
Yes, it's called a stop loss.
I haven't
So if
seen.
you are in the chat, I put all that information in the chat.
All right.
Just go from the top of the chat all the way down, step by step. Anything I put in there, ladies and gentlemen, is important. Do never just look over it and be like, that's not important. Everything I put in there is important. Definitely want to go through it. And if you have questions about any of it, send me a message, and I'll break it down to you, and I'll explain exactly what I'm talking about or saying in the actual Telegram. So just send me a message, at Forex Chart Killer, the @ Forex Chart Killer, and I'll explain whatever you ask me. But definitely go back to the group and start at the top and then scroll down with the information. If you're new to the group and you can't see the other previous messages, then definitely you want to send me a message, and then I'll send you everything from the top all the way to current.
All right. Thanks.
Yes, absolutely. Anyone else?
When we start on our demo on Hugo's Way, what should we make the deposit amount?
Okay, so I think they have a deposit amount of like 5,000 or whatever that comes up, or whatever the case is. So you can use that 5,000 that comes up automatically, or I think they give you an option to lower it. You can type in or whatever. 5,000 is fine. Or if you want to put it down to what you're going to start with at 200, you can do that as well. Does anyone have any questions about um, the trade signals that I was putting out? Yeah, y'all understand. All I want y'all to do at this point was just to set the alarm and have the alarm go off, and then y'all go back and look. That's all I wanted y'all to do. I didn't want you to all to place trades and buy or sell or whatever. That's not what that exercise was for. That exercise was strictly for you all to go and set an alarm. And then when the alarm goes off, go and look and see which way it is going and see if you can determine, do you see a breakout retest or is it just wicking the line? Right?
Right.
So we good?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. So y'all got something out of this training tonight?
Truly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Attend each training and then go back and watch the replays and then ask your questions, because coming very soon, we will be making some trades.
So we'll meeting with you again on Sunday, or what is the next meet?
On Sunday at 11 a.m. If I do any pop-up meetings between now and then, I'll put that out in the chat, and those who can make it, and those who cannot. I will always record so you can go back and watch, even if it's a pop-up.
Hey Keith, is the Sunday training, did you put that in Telegram with the Zoom information? Because I have the calendar, I guess, invites for all of the Wednesday trainings.
Yeah, I think it's in there. Send me a message on Telegram, and then I will forward you that information.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. Everybody got my phone number, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Feel free to text me. It's better to just send me something in Telegram or whatever the case is, but either way is okay. All right?
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right. It's been my absolute pleasure to be on here with you all this evening. I look forward to seeing you all in the charts. Send me some chart markups. I'm going to put some more additional homework out there so that you all can get up to speed even faster. And let's chart. All right?
Appreciate you,
All right.
brother.
Thank you, Keith, as always.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. I'll talk to you all later.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.